Happy Monday, guys. It's September 9, 2019, and we are going to review your favorite stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange. And let's wait for some visitors to join us. Good evening. Hello. Um, you can also say hi so we can recognize you guys. Please drop a comment and feel free to put in the stocks you would like us to review for tonight. Okay, so while I wait for some more joiners, what you see on my screen is our YouTube channel. Uh, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I am inviting you guys to also subscribe, as we are uploading all our videos from Facebook to YouTube as well. That way, you have options on where you would like to review your favorite stocks. Because what we would normally do is have this recorded, of course, because this is live and recorded in Facebook. And after the market ends tomorrow, we go back to it, which I already did for today, reviewing our Sunday's episode. And I'm so glad because majority of our analysis is correct, or are correct. Most of the movements on the stocks that we have reviewed went according to our insights. And I will do the same for this one. I'll go back to it tomorrow and then we'll review it again. And I would normally go to YouTube because I can increase the playback option there, like this one. So I don't have to feel bored hearing my voice once again. So you can increase the playback speed. And then on the other tab, I have Investograms, and I just, review, cross reference both, right? And yeah, we already have a few more. Okay, hi. So Enrico, good evening. June, hello. Joanna, yep. Good evening, Jen. Hi, ma'am. From Mark, for review po ng CHP. Yes. Okay, guys, don't hesitate to put your favorite stocks there so I can review. I didn't actually put in a, a post before this so that whoever comes in first and requests, we will prioritize your request. So good job, Mark. You're the first person to request, and we'll review CHP. If you can include, as per Enrico, ISM, Vita, okay. ISM, Vita, DMC, okay. Frank, good evening. Hi, Marife. Good evening, Noli. Phen, AEV, Alco, okay. Phen, AEV, Alco, Aba. Hi, Ronaldo. Good evening. Donald. Good morning to you guys in Texas. To Donald. And Marcus. Yep. I've added Vita for you. Let's put in now. Tugs. Okay. Right. So let's start with CHP. And this is for Mark. I'm sure some people who will join, they'll just proactively put the stocks they would like us to review. Okay. So before I start, I'd like to add Joanna and Ricky's request. Meg, FLI, Loto. Okay. And that's for Ricky, Loto. Next, we would like to take a look at CHP. Okay. Da-dun. Okay. So this is the support that I'm seeing for CHP. I'm thinking this is just creating and stabilizing a support in the area where it is at right now. Of course, with the same condition that this support should not break for us to say that this is indeed a support, because over here, let's start here. This used to be a resistance, and Rule of thumb, your previous resistance can act as a support in the future when the stock is in an uptrend. And another one here, it was revisited. It was made as a support, overshoot over here, but it recovered right away. Now this one, I'm seeing that this will again be your support. And if the price does not break down, then potentially we'll have a bounce tomorrow. Or if it is not going to happen tomorrow, it might go sideways for a while just to establish and make the support stronger before it goes up. And that's for CHP. The next one is ISM. ISM, I think, bounced today. Yes, it's now triggering the upper Bollinger Band, and we are now at the very cheap level for ISM. And from what I know, there has been a news related to ISM. Where did I read that? There was a post somewhere about ISM that they're going to start accepting, I think, subscribers soon. So I think that's also triggering the bullish movement for ISM. And we are now triggering the upper Bollinger Band. And let us see. Hopefully this one is the new support for ISM. Okay. So that's potentially the new support for ISM. And we might see some more bullish moves for this stock. Vita also bounced today. Although I mentioned that we are nearing a resistance for Vita, and normally this type of stock, this is a stock where a lot of traders play, and as soon as they see some gains, let's say for today, it jumped by, yeah, at one point it even reached a 9% increase. So I'm thinking if tomorrow, tomorrow it will definitely test the resistance that we have plotted here. And hopefully it breaks the resistance. Okay, now let's take a look at the weekly chart. Okay, on the weekly chart, it is also starting to yeah, there you go. It's trying to break the MA20 line. The line in between that you see, guys, that is the moving average in the past 20 days. So whenever it challenges that middle line, tendency is you will have some more upward movement for that stock. Let's try to take a look at the past performance when it breaks. See this? It breaks, and then you have some bullish movements on that same day and then in the coming days. Over here as well, when it broke this line, then continued to go up. When it breaks the middle line over here on the MA20, then it goes down. So here, so we're about to trigger that MA20 line, but you also have to be extra careful because sometimes, remember, when the stock is moving downwards, your MA20 could act as a resistance. And what happened on this day, we were unsuccessful. The breakout was not successfully sustained. So it retraced, and then now it's challenging that short-term resistance again. Okay, so if you want to get in, just be extra careful. We're, by the way, in the weekly chart. So for the daily chart, so I'm thinking some people might take profit, and it might give us a chance near the MA20 line. Okay, take note, we are in the daily chart. It might give us a chance around this level in the MA20 area. Okay, so if you want to get in near the MA20 line. If the market gives us a chance, right? DMC. Okay, for DMC, okay, We are still in the same area, but we had a green candlestick today. So that's a good sign. Another day where your support level is sustained, and we are still at a healthy RSI where we see some bullish divergence on its pattern. So we're still at that level. Okay, so accumulate. I think this is a perfect time you can accumulate volume, meaning you start buying shares for this stock. Phen. For phen, okay, phen you are at the resistance area. And my take on this is that we might expect some retracement soon for three reasons. Number one, you're at the resistance over here. Okay, so that's an area, guys. One, right? This ceiling was hit multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now, your RSI, however, is behaving otherwise. We're starting to slow down, even if you are already at the ceiling area. Third reason is your volume is starting to decline over here. So I am thinking we might expect some retracements or some red candlesticks in the coming days for phen. AEV. AEV. Okay, we had a good bounce today for AEV. So I'm thinking we might see another green candlestick tomorrow. And just treat, of course, your MA20 line as your support. And the next resistance is around your upper band over here. There. So around 51.34 area for your support and 53.80 area for your resistance. Overall, yes, we're still in a sideways movement for this stock, but big waves. There you go. How's everyone so far? Pwede ba pumasok sa ISM starting? Starting for ISM for Melito. Okay, let me just check. Okay, going back to ISM. I'm thinking, okay, but Melito, you have to, if this is already the height of the candlestick, I suggest you make sure to watch out the market the entire day, and as much as possible, you take the faster time frame. So in other words, you will be trading this. If I may verify, are you getting in the stock as a trader? Because if yes, try to play the faster time frame. 3 minutes, 5 minutes would be great. And if you're also using the same indicator as I have here, it's just the same concept, but the movements are quick. Okay. So if I may recommend, the best entry price, of course, is 5.45. But you have to check because sometimes, gap up happens. So it's your call, but this time around, I think faster time frame would be a best setup here. This is already a starting to become, it would fall under momentum play. All right. Marife would like us to review IRC, Tech, X, Apple, MPI. Meg is already in there. Yep, Reynaldo. Yep, I'm adding MPI. Hi, Victor. Yep, I just talked about Vita. I hope you were able to hear that part. MBT for Jonald. Hi, Daryl. Wow, nice play for now today. Let's see later what our analysis is. KPPI, Double Dragon, FLI. Okay. Oh, FLI is already there. And that's for Carlos. Hello, Rose. I'm adding hlcm, smph, wlcon, JFC, and Ali. Blue stocks, blue chip companies. Got it. Okay, AV, we're done. Let's go to Alco. For Alco, we are still at the, we're still moving below the middle line or our MA20 line. So I'm thinking, uh, just check what the price action is around the support area that I am plotting here. Because I'm thinking we might, we might see some more retracements here, and probably it will stabilize and create that support. We'll confirm the support, and hopefully it'll stop right at this area or even higher. It would be better. But this is the support that I am seeing because this area was hit multiple times. It's like the floor, remember? So one, two, three. Actually, it started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was hit 7 times, so it might revisit that before it goes up, right? Alco ABA. For ABA, okay, so we are now sitting right at the MA20 line. So if you want to get in this stock, I'm thinking we might see some more green candlesticks in the coming days. So the nearer you are to the MA20 level, the better. But just observe because I'm thinking we might see some more bullish moves. So that's the MA20 line that will act as your support, of course, because sometimes when you have movement like this, it will revisit the support. Something like this. If it goes a little higher, it will go down before it goes up again. Something like that, because it confirms the support area. Okay. The next one is now. Okay, now, how did now ended? Because it had a bullish move for the entire day, gap up again. So, uh, normally, remember, when a stock gaps up, it revisits that gap. So let's try to go back to the previous days. Oops. So what happened here was there was a gap up, right? And price rallied up and down, and the gap that it created from here to here, it was actually filled on the same day. So it ended right here. Now we still have a few more gaps remaining. So what happened was this stock visited that. And it was in fact visited on this day before it tried to recover. And this is trying to create a support in this area, actually, in this level where you had the previous candlestick. So I'm thinking, just be extra careful, but it can happen in both ways, right? If we have if you have the price starting above 3.69 tomorrow and most actions happen on the upside, then of course we'll have some more bullish moves. But remember, it can be tomorrow or it can be in the next days, but definitely um, the gap that it created will be filled at one point. So if you want to play this stock, because this is already a little high, this is already what, around 16% above the imaginary support that we've plotted. So please make sure if you want to play this tomorrow, make sure your time frame is fast, 3-5%. Or if you can even put multiple windows. Have a 15-minute, 5-minute, 3-minute, and then 1 minute. So start looking at the longer time frame and then work your way to the faster time frame. Why do you want to take a look at the longer time frame first? So you see the overall direction of the stock. So you get some signals there that if, let's say, if it's about to move up, then make sure that in the time frame, in a, say, faster time frame, you get the best opportunity where it signals you to go up. Because sometimes longer time frame has a bullish indicator, but in the shorter time frame, it will decline for a few seconds or a few minutes before it goes up. Okay. So, and where do I find that? It's just right here, multiple. Click the multiple, and then you will be able to set that up. Make this 10 probably, or make this 1 day, 15, 5, 3. So it's all up to you. Let's go to tugs. For tugs, it's just trying to create and stabilize the support area. So if you want to give it a try, the nearer you are to the MA20 line, the better. Now, yesterday I was talking about cut loss. I still do have stop loss areas. I cut my losses early in the game. So if you enter right near the support area and your analysis, for example, gets invalidated because the stock will go down, don't wait for a 15% or a 10% negative on your portfolio, or negative, because that's already hard to cut. Set a 3 to 5% as much as possible. That is why it's critical that you enter near a support so you don't get kicked out right away. Okay, but definitely we are near the support area for tugs. If you want to give it a try, my recommended price is around 1.75 level. Okay, how's everyone so far? Jackson, yep, just talked about now. Hi, Aprilyn, ABBA, Geo, ABC. I already have the ABBA. Let's add Geo. And what about ABC? None yet, so let me add that. Okay. So let's continue. Now we're going to talk about Meg. As for Meg, Meg, you're touching the resistance. MA20 line acting as a resistance right now. So I'm expecting that potentially we might have some dips. And this is the support that I'm seeing. It might revisit that, if not probably halfway before it goes up again. Okay, so let's see. But of course, there's another beauty when you are already at the resistance level, because there's what you call a breakout play. If tomorrow the price starts above the MA20 line, then of course you are about to face a possible breakout. And your resistance here will now act as a possible support because you are now in an upward trend. Your previous resistance can act as a support. Let us say this one. Okay, so if the price starts here, if the price starts above, then potentially you will have here, and then it might revisit that before it goes up. So that's what I'm seeing. If you will have a breakout play. Otherwise, because we're at the resistance, there's also a chance that it will revisit the support. At least it's not that far. Okay. FLI. For FLI, what? They have the same chart? Let me go back. Wow, almost the same chart. Copy paste. I'll copy paste the recommendation. Yeah, same story. If the price starts above the MA20 line, then you have a good breakout. Otherwise, this is the support that I'm seeing. Maybe, yeah, around that area or a little lower could be. Yeah, could be this. Because remember, it's an area, right? So let me just do this instead. So it's safer. Yeah, around that. Around that. So it's safer. So it's an area, guys, remember. So we might see that the price will revisit this area before it goes up, or two things. If tomorrow the price starts higher than MA20, then you have a breakout play. Loto. Loto, yeah, you're doing sideways movement for Loto, but there's really no volume yet. But when you have something like this, and the longer you are in a sideways movement, tendency is it will erupt. Just one day it'll erupt and then it'll make a massive movement. Okay, so let's see if this stock has a history of that. Like this one, but not that much of a movement. So it did some sideways, but more on a declining, right? Declining movement. But one day it just made that big jump of around 18, yeah, 19%. So maybe we might experience the same thing, but look, it's already getting constricted. So just wait, especially because we are moving above the MA20 level. So I'm thinking any moment from now, we might face a breakout play for Lotto. Hopefully tomorrow, right? But we really cannot tell. Let me just check something out. Because sometimes when you go to if you are in COL Financial, you will see sometimes that the top buyers and top sellers are not COL Financial. If you have something like that, normally these are the big institutions trying to accumulate volume for a certain stock. Let's just check it out. For today, yeah. So the top buyer is Lucky Securities with buying 21,000 volume. Okay, so could be, there's a big chance. Actually, COL Financial is just number 4 on the list. The second one is PCIB. City Sec is the number 3 as the top buyers for Lotto. So I'm thinking any moment from now, anytime soon, this will just erupt and give us a massive bull run. Okay. The next one is IRC. IRC. So IRC, good job. So this is what I'm trying to picture out for Meg and FLI. That it will give us something like this. Okay. So this used to be the resistance, and then one day, boom! It just broke the. Today it broke the MA20 line, and it also reached the upper band. So that means potentially, probably at the start of the day, some traders might take profit, but I'm thinking buyers will dominate because we are already at a very cheap level for IRC. So I'm thinking buyers will dominate, and we'll see some more bullish moves for IRC starting tomorrow and hopefully in the next few days because it's already triggering the upper band. Let's take a look at see that? Okay. Let us take a look at your weekly chart. There you go. Okay, and let's check. The next one we'll check is tech. So So what about the others? For let's see, April and Virgo. I already added Virgo's request. Hi, Juanita. PRMX, and now I already have discussed now, so I'm adding PRMX for chart. Bong, ISM done. Let's see. PPG, not yet. So let's add it for Noli. RL, hello, Wiki. Paano po gawing black yung background? Um, I think I know. I'll try to remember what Marco showed us last time. I'll I'll message you. Reset chart, go to chart, during background. Anyway, if yeah, probably after this live session, I'll try to find out, and then I'll record something for all of us. FLI and Meg, Don, Joanna, PPG, I've already added it. RL, CHP, Don for Junie, resell. Good evening. Do you think now is a good stock for long term and might become a blue chip stock? That I cannot answer yet, but they have a lot of good projects lined up. I think they had partnership with, if I'm not mistaken, it's a company based in Singapore. So there are a lot of promising projects ahead, but it might take some time if in case they want to be part of the index or the blue chip company. So let's wait and see. Actually, guys, I'm just purely, my insights are heavy on the chart because I'm working in the morning or during office hours, and might actually need your help, guys. If you have gathered some news, share it here. Feel free, because we learn from one another. Okay, but definitely based on the chart, they have some impressive movements in the past few days because of the projects that they are going to have. DNL, I have that, I think. DNL. Okay, let me add it. DNL, and this is for Cecilio, smph, DMC. Done for DMC. The Double Dragon is a few stocks away. JB, hello. Enrico, Vita done, and this is for JV. I hope you were able to hear it. Okay. All right, so let's continue first. Tech. As for tech, it is just resting above the MA20 line, so I'm thinking it will just stabilize there before it goes up. So hopefully tomorrow it gives us a good bounce. Just watch the market carefully. When the line gets broken or when the price goes lower than that, then we're not yet done with the downward movement for this, because I know if it goes down, then we're not done with downward movement, but I'm thinking it will just create a brand new support right at this level. Okay, and they have some dividend play soon, and you're already at a very cheap level for this one. Yeah, so you can test it out. All right, because we're already right sitting at the MA20 line. X is next. For X is trying to challenge the resistance, which is your MA20, because we're in a downward movement. Now it bounced, trying to break that ceiling. So same story. If this gives us a price above the MA20 line, then you have a good breakout of the MA20 levels. If not, it might revisit this support area. So let me just plot that. Okay. Your MA20 is the resistance, and we're waiting for the price to break that level. So we have a brand new trend wherein your MA20 will eventually become your new support this time because we are about to go on an upward trend. If not, if that's not the case, then it might go back to the 0.92 area, which is the previous support. Next one is Apple. Apple is also sitting right at the support area. It has actually created a brand new support. When it did a massive jump over here, it did a gap up, filled the gap right on the same day, and it went back to the support level. I think we also covered this one time, and we said that it might revisit this support area, and it actually happened. So let's see, maybe another green candlestick will give us a signal that we are now about to face a possible bounce. But hopefully, because it has already visited this area multiple times, so I'm thinking this is strong enough. We're going to face a possible bounce soon. Apple, you have MPI. Okay, MPI this time. MPI, we are anticipating some retracements, especially because we have a gap that happened right here. Okay, so it might revisit that. Okay, so let me just plot that. If there is shorting here, perfect, perfect for shorting. But it might visit this area. Okay, so this used to be, see that it tried to break that area and then it did a jump. It bounced actually in the MA20 level and then gap up. So it might revisit this area. So just wait for a while if you have already entered this stock. Normally, MPI just gives us, very, very minimal moves on a daily basis. So just hang in there. Next one is MBT. For MBT, we are still sitting at the support that we have created here. Still in the support level for MBT, but your RSI is still looking very healthy. Still moving in an upward direction. There you go. So this stock might give us a bullish move, hopefully tomorrow or in, before the weekends. I'm thinking, just positively thinking about it. Okay, so this might give us a big bounce soon. The next one is KPPI. Okay, KPPI, hopefully we have reached a support here. So it's not giving us a Bollinger Band yet because we have not reached 20 days for this stock. But hopefully, because this price was hit 3 times, hopefully it just stops right there. Otherwise, it might visit this. Yeah, but still very hard to tell, right? But if you want to play this, um, play it in a faster time frame. But I would assume some of you are asking about it because you have entered right here. So this has already been a large dip from the time you've started. So just be extra patient, wait for it to bounce because definitely that day will come. We just don't know, probably just minor moves in the coming days, but as soon as you see an opportunity, I think if you were able to watch this video the previous days, if the stock gives you a chance and gives us an upward movement just even halfway, maybe sell some of your shares so that you have buying power. And then if you see some signs of weakness, okay, if you see some signs of weakness, you sell. And let's say that is the area. And the buying power, you use that when this stock goes down and then buy it again. Okay, so that your cost average will be reduced. And then you can even add some more volume because it's cheaper, and that means you will be able to add more shares. So that's how you average down. You lower your average without having to add more funds. The next is Rose. There's no stop loss option for COL. You really have to watch out for it. Yep, that's a downside. Inside Pokey House at Chaka Wilcon. House, let's add that, and that's for RAM. PHA. Did I add it? I have not talked about PHA yet. Okay, let's add that. I already talked about ABBA. Yeah, I did. Wiki found it. Right click properties. Very good. Thank you. Thanks. Hi, Geraldo. Yep, Michael, I was able to talk about Meg. I hope you were able to hear it. And same with Geraldo, I was able to talk about now, but I'm adding WPI for you. Okay, so let's go talk about Double Dragon. Double Dragon. Double Dragon is visiting the support. Oops. Disregard the line, please. It might revisit this area. Okay. The previous support before it goes up. Because if that's the case, let us say it visits this area, then you have something like this showing on your RSI, then we might face a possible bounce soon. Okay, just observe this area. Next is HLCM. HLCM. So this looks like a hammer to me. And when a hammer happens right near the support area, then we could be facing a possible bounce soon. Let me plot this support. Okay. So just observe, hopefully. So guys, it does not mean it's 1395. Remember, it's an area. So let's see if we have another green candlestick tomorrow that will confirm the bounce. If that happens, then I'm bullish. We might face some more green movements or bullish movements on the upside for HLCM, because this is a nice candlestick when it happens at the support level, even if it's red. Okay. HLCM, smph. We had a good move for smph, but now it's challenging the resistance. We've been on a decline for several months now. It has started back in July, and it's trying to test the MA20. So if we have a price starting above that tomorrow, then we will be expecting a good reversal for smph. And smph is a very good company, SM Prime Holdings. So one of the blue chip companies included in the index. So I'm recommending this for long term actually. So promising moves for SMPH. wlcon this time. A lot of us have requested this. Let's see. Okay, wlcon is revisiting the MA20 line. Okay, MA20 line. And if it gives us a price, the nearer we are to MA20, the better. So maybe around this area. Okay, maybe around that area. And before it goes up. So I'm going to show you something, but I suggest you research more about the Elliott wave. Okay, so based on what I read about the Elliott wave, when a stock is an uptrend, normally it has 5 waves or 3 or 5 waves. It depends. Some people would just look at the historical performance, because previous performance can potentially repeat in the future. So in an Elliott wave, okay, so just plot this first uptrend, then it retraces, then potentially goes up again, and then retraces, and then last would be the 5th before it goes all the way on a decline. So an uptrend can have up to 5 points. And normally it lands right near the MA20 level. So so I'm just planting seeds of information for you guys, okay? So do your research, research about the Elliott wave, because sometimes, there you go, an uptrend can have several waves. So you'd know, for example, this one, there's a possibility that this will just land right near the MA20 level and it will continue its uptrend. Sometimes it only has up to the third wave and then goes down in decline. So pair it with, of course, your RSI so that it gives you full conviction with all your actions for the stocks that you are entering. And that's for wlcon. JFC. For JFC, yeah, JFC, your MA20 has resisted. So I'm thinking it will go back to your support. Let me just plot that with you. Plot that for you. Okay. So this could be, it would revisit this area around the 220 levels. And if that is the case, okay, let us say it revisits that area and you still have the same pattern. So most likely you will just have a quick, quick decline, and then so I'm anticipating, okay, that you will still have an upward direction when it reaches this area, and wait for a green candlestick to confirm the bounce before you enter. But definitely, uh, one of the best companies to trade or invest, not actually trade, but invest in the Philippine market, the Jollibee Corporation. Okay. Uh-huh. You're welcome, Jane. You're welcome, Marafe. Also, APC for Geraldo. Almost there. Ali, Geo, and APC next. Now, this time, let's talk about Ali. Ali, Ali has crossed the MA20 levels. However, this is a this is now in the resistance area for this stock. This used to be a resistance, right? Used to be a resistance, and your candlestick here is like a shooting star. Earlier it was a hammer, but this time around, because it's right at the resistance area, so it's a shooting star. And what it means, even if it's green, is potentially we might face some retracements, and let's just hope it stops right at the MA20 level before it gives us a good bounce again. So yeah, there's a big chance that it'll drop up until the MA20 level, right at the 48.47 area. Okay, so don't get in yet. Wait for haggle near the MA20 line. Geo. For Geo. Geo, this looks like PPG. Okay, Geo, we're sitting, it actually already bounced right near the MA20 line. So hopefully we will see a good bounce anytime soon for the stock. Move it a little higher. There you go. There. We're sitting right at the imaginary support that we are seeing at the moment. So if you have entered way up here, just be a little patient, be extra patient, because your time will come. It will potentially move up again, but I cannot guarantee that it will reach this level right away, because look, there's really no volume in this stock. So it might take some time for this price level to be reached. APC. For APC, We have a good bounce for APC, so I'm thinking we have some more green days for ABC. Now, if the market gives you a chance, like, halfway here, even better. The nearer you are to MA20, the better. But definitely, we might see some more green candlesticks for APC in the coming days, right? PRMX. For PRMX, it's sitting right at the MA20 line. So let's observe. Okay, so if you want to get in, this you can already test it out in this level. However, if the price goes lower than the MA20 line, then of course set your stop loss. Just test buy for a while, because the ideal scenario is you want to see a green candlestick, but some of you guys want to be ahead and you want to be invested right away at the cheap level. You can give it a try, enter at the MA20 line, and then wait for it to go up. If the action goes up, then good for us, but if it's not, then cut your losses. But for another profile, let's say a more conservative one, he will wait for a green candlestick tomorrow before he enters. However, what if the candlestick is like this, right? So that's the other worry of the first person, because he really cannot control the massive movements of his stock. So in situations like this, I suggest, watch the market, play a faster time frame. That way you will be able to really be on top of your game. Next is C. As for C, just making some sideways movement. And if you want to get in the stock, the nearer you are to MA20, the better. We just need a good volume for this one. Good volume. But promising, because the middle line is already pointing upwards. That means we might face bullish movements in the coming days. Hopefully, starting tomorrow, right? Because look, it's already pointing upwards. But if the market gives us a chance right near 719, the better. Okay, hold on. Let me just check my babies in the international market. Oh, overstock. I've been in and out of overstock for several trades now. Okay. Shortly after I'm done with my live, that's when I enter the international scene. I am also in eToro. I exited all my trades and will find new positions. Okay. The next one is, oops, where is that? PPG. Looks like Geo. Oh, this is a different one. Okay, so PPG. Let's check this one. I'm making this brand new support because this used to be a resistance, right? It might revisit that and stabilize, create a brand new support before it goes up again. Okay. So hopefully that sustains. Otherwise, it's your MA20 line is still very far. Yeah. So two key areas to watch out for. This being the brand new support and the old support if this breaks down. The next one is DNL. DNL is okay. I'm bullish for DNL. Straight line, but RSI is moving up. And we still have the same scenario. Hopefully this gives us a much higher starting price tomorrow, crossing the MA20 line. So we have a confirmed breakout of the MA20 level. But definitely you're at a very cheap level for DNL. See that? And a good sign here. So good job. House. As for house, trying to create and stabilize in this level, which is your support area. How does your, oh, nice. You see that? Sometimes you have to zoom it out so you will have a clearer RSI. So what does your RSI say? Moving upwards. But this one is creating a flat line. So any moment from now, between tomorrow, hopefully, and in the coming days, this will give us a bullish movement. And PHA. For PHA, also making a brand new support and stabilize at this level. Hopefully, this gives us a good bounce for PHA. Okay. Yeah. Overall, we're already at a cheap level. So that's the area. That's the support that I'm seeing. allhc for Ian, yeah. But I already mentioned and talked about CHP, so I'll just add allhc. Now WPI, then allhc. Okay. WPI, you have trying to create a support in this level. Hopefully this gives us a good bounce soon. Your RSI is already starting to move up. Here you go. Yep, and overall, yeah. So you can give it a try now, but definitely try to watch out for the movement of the market within the day, because don't wait for a 10% dip if in case our projection is not right. Don't wait for it to dip that much. Okay, but definitely I'm thinking you can already do some test buys over in this area. Okay, you're already at sitting at the support. allhc. Okay, allhc. Okay, allhc has created a support in this level, and because this one is a hammer, look at this, almost the same look, right? And then that signals a reversal. This one, however, this happened right at the resistance area, so it signals a reversal. Now, so I'm thinking this might give us some green candlesticks in the coming days. Just look at this. Your RSI is also moving in an upward direction. There. So you can already test it out. We are expecting some bounce any moment from now. Okay? In the coming days, I mean. Okay. allhc. Done with CHP. MRC for Geraldo. MRC. MRC. Okay, MRC is also creating a support in this level, but the stock it really moves so slow. We just need a good catalyst, good news, probably about big projects, because this company is engaged in renewable energy. But the business model is really promising, renewable energy. So we just need some good news from the company for it to go up again. It's been sideways for a long time now. Okay. Can you do international market video? Please include GORO. Thank you so much. Um, Let me check. GORO. What company is this? Gold Resource Corporation. Okay. So I'm thinking for this stock, it might, let me see, huh? I like the way this MA20 is looking. It's pointing upward. So if in case this will give us some, so this is the international market, guys. Let's see this. Yep. If this will dip a little, these are your key areas to watch out for. The 3.53 level. The next one is this. And I'm thinking it will just bounce, right? It'll give you a chance right in this area before it continues to go up. Hopefully only in this layer. Otherwise, your next to price to watch out for is this, in this. Of course, the MA20, right? So that's my analysis for GORO, Gold Resource Corporation. Hey, you're welcome, Geraldo. Joel, you're welcome. And yeah, guys, thank you. I hope I was able to um, help you today. And I'm sure all of us are starting to become more comfortable reading our charts because every day we're creating this habit. And yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting our page. And I hope you can also share our page to your friends. And please subscribe to our channel. We are Miss JD in YouTube. I am also uploading these videos in YouTube so that if you want to review, you can review our recordings and cross-reference it with how the market will end tomorrow. And from there, apply these techniques in your trades virtually or even in real money. Okay, you can just increase the playback speed so you don't get bored. Okay, and you can finish the video faster. All right, so please subscribe and share our page to your friends. Okay? Mayong gabi, ma'am. Thank you. Mayong gabi, man. Mayong gabi sa inyo tanan. And salamat gid. Okay? Bye-bye for now. Thank you.